So, guys, you remember yesterday we did an update about the complete and epic meltdown that people are having on social media over the news that Helen Zille is planning to run for the mayorship of Johannesburg. I mean, I must say so myself, man. Helen Zille is very powerful. I have never seen anything like this before. I have never seen a situation where somebody comes out and says that this is what I'm considering to do. And people losing their minds over that, over a simple consideration. A consideration and people losing their minds because this is what happened in this situation. The news came out that Helen Zille is planning to run for the mayorship of Johannesburg, and people lost their minds. Even right now, when you go on social media, you will see that people are still crying because Helen Zille possibly might be the next mayor of Johannesburg. People are not happy on social media saying that, no, we cannot allow this to happen. The residents of Johannesburg, we reject Helen Zille. We don't want Helen Zille. We don't want the Democratic Alliance. I have never seen anything like this before. I've never seen anything like this before. And I think this is the reason why they call Helen Zille the Iron Lady. And to be honest, I don't think that these people that are making noise on social media, I don't think they care about the residents of Johannesburg. I think they care about politics. They care about Helen Zille being white, just like Helen Mashaba has already made it clear that why is the DA fielding Helen Zille when Helen Zille is white? Just like Umkhonto we Party is going to talk about the whiteness of Helen Zille. I don't think that these people actually care about the residents of Johannesburg. Because when you look at Johannesburg and the fact that the city has been turned into a slum under that incompetent mayor, Dada Morero, who told the residents of Johannesburg that he is not planning to do much for them. I mean, this is an outrage. Can you just imagine your city having a new mayor and that new mayor coming out and telling you that I am not planning to do much? I know many of you are happy that the city has a new mayor. I know that some of you are expecting few changes, but I am not planning to do any of that. And I did say on a video that I made a while back that Dada Morero telling the residents of Johannesburg that he is not planning to do much, it was grounds for him to be impeached right on the spot. It was grounds for him to be impeached right on the spot. But because Dada Morero belongs to the ANC and the ANC thinks that the people of Johannesburg deserves that kind of leadership, what can we say? What can we say? And I want us to actually look at the reaction of Umkhonto we Party. I mean, guys, with everything that is happening there in Umkhonto we Party, one wouldn't think that Umkhonto we Party would actually have time to entertain such news when their political party is literally imploding in front of everybody else. But it seems like the spokesperson of Umkhonto we Party, man, wants to address a few things, and he wants to make it clear that the political party is not happy about this news that Helen Zille is intending to run for the mayorship of Johannesburg, and they are rejecting that, and they are telling the residents of Johannesburg that you need to vote for us, Umkhonto we Party. We're gonna rescue Johannesburg. We know we are failing to rescue our political party. We know that there are factions here. We know that people are being fired overnight. We know that there is a mess here in this political party. But we think that we can bring stability in your political in your city. This is what Umkhonto we Party says. Absolutely unbelievable. And so the statement came out yesterday, and it says that Umkhonto we Party rejects Helen Zille as a City of Johannesburg mayoral candidate. The Umkhonto we Party rejects the Democratic Alliance's Helen Zille intention to pursue mayoral candidacy in the City of Johannesburg. So they are rejecting the intention. That's why I'm saying that, man, you cannot ignore the impact of Helen Zille. You cannot ignore the power of Helen Zille, because a simple consideration has literally pushed a political party to release a statement. A simple consideration. And now a whole political party is releasing a statement. And Umkhonto we Party says that given the vast availability of qualified men and women who reside in the city of Johannesburg, it is nonsensical to consider the possibility of a Cape Townian resident holding mayoral capacity in a city that she is alien to. As the party, it is vital for us to remind Helen Zille and her cronies that the current state of disarray found in the city of Johannesburg, it is courteously of their absent mayor Dada Morero and has resulted in the city being brought to its knees. Let it be known that the MK Party stands ready and capable to rescue the city come 2026 local government elections. So when the MK Party says that they are ready and capable to rescue the city come 2026 local government elections, I guess the only question that people should ask to the MK Party is, where would the MK Party be in 2026? Where would the MK Party be in 2026? And guys, do you think that the MK Party is going to survive until 2029? Because I don't think so. With everything that is happening in that political party, I honestly don't think that the MK Party is going to survive until 2029. But them saying that, let it be known that the MK Party stands ready and capable to rescue the city of Johannesburg come 2026 local government elections. I know this sounds as a joke, but knowing how South Africans are, I am not going to let anything pass them. South Africans are the most irresponsible voters. South Africans, they can see the mess that is happening inside Umkhonto weSizwe party. They can see that the party is imploding. They can see that there is no stability in that political party. But one thing I can tell you is that South Africans are the most irresponsible voters, and if given a chance, these people will give the city of Johannesburg to Umkhonto weSizwe party. They will do that. I will not let anything pass the South Africans, man. South Africans, I have totally given up on them. When it comes to voting, I do not trust them. I don't want to lie. I don't trust them at all. And the statement continues to say that, along with the many qualified residents of the city of Johannesburg, our stance is informed by the confidence bestowed on us by the residents of Johannesburg, as demonstrated by the results of the recent by-election in Ward 24, where the MK Party secured their second largest voter count during the Ward 24 by-elections, meaning that they have lost. Because the second largest, it is not the first. But anyway, this is Nhlamulo Ndlela, man. This is the spokesperson of the MK Party. So he has his way of trying to make a lose look like a win. And it says that it goes without saying that, given the chance, the MK Party can fix the city of Johannesburg and transform it into a world African city it once was. Man. It goes without saying that, given the chance, the MK Party can fix the city of Johannesburg and transform it into a world-class African city it once was. Dada Morero and the ANC should hang their heads in shame for emboldening a white supremacist and giving her the confidence to believe that she can adequately run the city. So right now, Helen Zille is a white supremacist, according to Umkhonto weSizwe. She's a white supremacist. And listen to this. It says that we call on the residents of Johannesburg, especially proud black people, to reject the propaganda that the DA does not see color. As shown in the city of Cape Town, the DA's priorities tend to shift depending on the race of the residents. There are more than enough black candidates that can adequately fulfill the mayoral candidates in the city of Johannesburg. So guys, you remember yesterday when we were speaking about what Helen Mashaba has actually said, one of the things that I did say is that, guys, if you are still going to obsess over race, then this country is not going anywhere. If you guys are still going to allow the politicians and the political parties to play you with this race game, this country is not going to go anywhere else. It's not going to go anywhere. So continue believing these political parties when they are gaslighting you about race. Continue listening to these political parties when they are filling your heads with nonsense. And tell me if there's something that you will have to show for it. The city of Johannesburg right now, as we speak, it is under a black leadership. It is under a black leadership. And look at how the black leadership has turned the city of Johannesburg. Look at how the black leadership has turned Gauteng. Look at Panyaza Lesufi as the premier of Gauteng. Look at the mayors in Gauteng. Panyaza Lesufi as the premier, man. He's busy blaming everybody else besides himself. No, the criminals are the ones that are doing this. No, it is because of this. No, it's because of this. He is not even taking responsibility and accountability for anything. And this is what happens when people actually prioritize race instead of qualifications and ability to do the work. This is what happens. So if you guys are going to continue to put race above everything else, then these political parties will continue to fool you at every single turn. So it says that there are more than enough black candidates that can adequately fulfill the mayoral candidate in the city of Johannesburg. The MK Party the MK Party remains steadfast in our beliefs that the failures of the ANC should not be recycled, nor should they rest on the shoulders of the candidate who want to affect real change. One of our most important values of the MK Party's People's Mandate is to reclaim the dignity of black people. We are informed by this mandate and urge the people of the city of Johannesburg to know that the MK Party is more than capable of leading the city and ensuring that reliable representatives who are familiar with the lived realities of those residing in the city are elected. In the build-up to 2026 local government elections, the MK Party will share a credible plan on how to rebuild this once glorious but broken city. So the statement continues here. It ends by saying that the MK Party calls on the residents of Johannesburg to work with our structures on the ground who are active and already responding to the so-called Government of National Unity's service delivery changes. So this is Nkamlo Ndlela, the spokesperson of the MK Party. This is the one who actually released the statement. So you would think that MK Party, with everything that is happening there, these people would be focused on their political party, actually not imploding, and the fact that they are changing secretary generals at every 2 months. But no, they are entertaining things that totally have nothing to do with them. So even the incompetent mayor of Dadamare man is laughing. He's laughing at the idea of Helen Zille running for the mayorship of Johannesburg. You remember this guy who once said that the city must hire the illegal foreigners to combat crime. Just imagine, man, this guy coming out to say that the city must hire illegal foreigners to combat crimes because the police force in Johannesburg, many of the people in the police force in Johannesburg, they cannot speak the language that these criminals are speaking in, and it is hard to understand when these people speak. So instead of ensuring that the police force actually has the resources, instead of ensuring that these people can do their work adequately, he says that we must hire illegal foreigners. This is the same guy who said that the city of Johannesburg is planning to fix the roads for the G20, saying that the people that will be visiting this country for the G20, they need to be taken care of, and we need to have the G20 routes in Johannesburg. You remember that outrage where the people were angry with him, saying that there will be G20 routes in Johannesburg, and these G20 routes, they will not have potholes, and their street light will be working, and there will be no criminals on the roads. And people were angry, saying that, okay, it seems like you guys still have the capacity to do what we want, and you don't want to do that. But now, because your international friends are coming, you are ready to fix the city, meaning that you are prioritizing these people that come internationally instead of the residents of Johannesburg. This is the guy that the ANC has given to the people of Johannesburg. This is the guy that the ANC has given to the people of Johannesburg. This has to be the worst mayor in this country, man. I must say that he has to be the worst mayor in this country. If he's not the worst mayor in this country, man, he has to be in the top 5, at least, of the worst mayor that this country has ever seen. Because some of the things that this man has said are absolutely unbelievable. Nonsensical, man. So this article, it says that Morero laughs off Zille's possible contention for the mayor of Johannesburg. This is after Helen Zille confirmed that she was approached and willing to run for the mayor of Johannesburg in the local government elections set for late 2026 or early 2027. The article says that The City of Johannesburg incompetent mayor, this one I'm adding myself. The City of Johannesburg incompetent mayor Dada Morero has laughed off an announcement by Helen Zille that she plans to throw her head in the ring to become the Democratic Alliance mayor candidate to run for the City of Johannesburg. This is after Helen Zille confirmed that she was approached and willing to run for the Joburg mayor in the upcoming local government elections set for late 2026 or early 2027. Morero responded to the possible move during a briefing on the African Mayors Assembly in Tshwane on Monday. DA candidates who want to run for the mayor positions in the city's municipal have until the 15th of June to get their applications in. Speaking on 702 Breakfast with Bongani Bingwa on Monday, the DA's Federal Council chairperson said she could give Morero a run for his money at the polls if he chooses to be a contender. So guys, which one do you think can actually win between Dada Morero and Helen Zille? So if Dada Morero were to run with Helen Zille, which one do you think can win? I think that Dada Morero can win. Not because Dada Morero is a competent mayor, not because Dada Morero knows his story, but because South Africans are irresponsible voters. I think that if Dada Morero were to be put like this with Helen Zille, he could actually pull it off and win. He could put it off and win because he just has to play the race card. Then it's done. When Helen Zille is there trying to explain that, look at how this guy has governed the city. Look at the mess that is happening in the city. Look at the city is stinking, filled with criminals. The buildings are hijacked. Helen Zille can say all of these things to make her case. But the only thing that Dada Morero has to say is say that, no, she is white and we cannot have a white supremacist as the mayor. And the people of Johannesburg, I think they will vote for Dada Morero. South Africans, men, are irresponsible voters, man. I think he could actually win, which is sad, man. Like, it is sad. Quote, I have been formally approached and I am seriously thinking about it. This is Helen Zille. Morero said the only reason the DA would opt for a veteran for the position is that the party was running scared of the current administration. Quote, they are realizing that things are being down. We have a funded budget. Your infrastructure plan is in place. You have to put money aside for the infrastructure, and they are realizing that things are happening. Morero recently appointed a bomb squad for the reinforcement in addressing the city's service delivery crisis following President Ramaphosa's soft intervention to get the metros back on city. So guys, you have to understand that Cyril Ramaphosa's soft intervention to get the metros back on track, it has nothing to do with the service delivery, but it has everything to do with the G20 summit that this country will be hosting later this year. So don't think when Dada Morero says that, no, we are doing things and we are working and we are working for the residents of Johannesburg. No, don't think that. Don't think that. You remember even Ramaphosa once went to Johannesburg himself. He once traveled the streets of Johannesburg himself to see that, guys, we have to fix it. And basically applied the pressure from Panyaza Lusufi to these people, applied the pressure that, guys, we cannot allow our international friends to see us like this. We cannot allow our international friends to see us like this. So you guys have to fix things. So they are not fixing things for the residents of Johannesburg. No, they are not fixing things for the residents of Johannesburg, but they are fixing things so that they can look good in the eyes of their international friends, which I think it is a betrayal to the residents of Johannesburg. It is a betrayal because the residents of Johannesburg can tell you their stories, man. I used to be a resident of Johannesburg too. I used to be there too, man. It was a mess. And now it is worse. And these people are trying to impress their international friends and disguise it as them working for the residents of Johannesburg, which is a shame, a total shame. Guys, please tell me what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to hit the like button and the most important part, subscribe. My name is Thomas Mabasa. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.